Podcaster Joe Rogan has accused President Biden and Ukrainian leader Volodymyr Zelensky of trying to start World War III. Rogan on Friday slammed Biden for recently approving the Ukrainian president's request to use US-made long-range missiles against Russia to fight off the Kremlin's invasion. "How are you allowed to do that when you're on your way out?" Rogan said of lame duck outgoing President Biden. "There should be some sort of pause for significant actions that could potentially start World War III." Zelensky, whose country was invaded by Moscow in 2022, has long pleaded for approval to use US-supplied Army tactical missile systems, ATACMS, to attack targets in Russia, a request Biden finally approved last week. Britain then approved the use of its Storm Shadow missile, a weapon similar to the ATACMS, sparking Russia to fire a new hypersonic ballistic missile at Ukraine. Moscow has since warned that its new missile, which is capable of carrying a nuclear weapon, could be used against the US because of its extraordinary range. Russia also has warned of the possibility of a nuclear strike in Ukraine. Rogan blamed the escalation of the war on Ukraine and its military as he rejected Zelensky's claims that Russia was acting out of desperation over its slowed invasion and loss of thousands of troops. Zelensky says Putin is terrified. "FKU, man," Rogan told the Ukrainian president. "FKU people, you people are about to start World War III. Maybe that would be a good thing we would like to avoid from a dying former president," Rogan added, referencing the 82-year-old Biden. The podcaster then expressed his hopes that President-elect Donald Trump will be able to stop the war in Ukraine, which was a campaign promise he vowed to complete during his Election Day victory speech. Trump has suggested he will oversee a diplomatic end to the war that includes Russia being allowed to keep the territory it has invaded, a condition Ukraine has slammed as unacceptable. Moscow currently controls about 1/5 of Ukraine after launching its invasion in February 2022, including Crimea and the vast majority of the Donbas, Zaporizhia, and Kherson regions. Rogan is only the latest public figure to describe the current escalation in the war as grounds for the start of World War III. Valery Zaluzhny, Kyiv's former military commander-in-chief and current envoy to the UK, said the presence of North Korean troops and Iranian weapons on Russia's front lines constituted the start of a third world war. Reports have also emerged that a Houthi-linked company has been allegedly tricking men in Yemen to enlist in Moscow's army and deploying the unwitting fighters, who believed they were applying for high-paying non-war jobs and Russian citizenship.